Hoggie's beer reviews. Hoggie's beer reviews.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another one of Hoggie's beer reviews. Now we're back to craft beer today, but before I get to the beer, let me set this up. I've had an interesting day. I just got back from the shooting range not too long ago. I got home, I cleaned up my guns, and now I'm thirsty for a beer. You know, now that everything's put away, because alcohol and firearms don't mix. So that's all taken care of. It's time for a beer, and I'm really going to enjoy this because I've had a long, tiring, sweaty day. Plus, I'm getting hungry. So, depending on how long I run with this review, I might throw in some of Hoggie's leftover lunch footage, because I'm having leftovers, but it's all good. Anyways, back to the beer, okay? This thing right here. I've been wanting to try this beer for the last couple of years because I keep seeing it around, because it has the label, the artwork, it really stands out. This is from the Schmaltz Brewing Company, the Coney Island series of beers. This is the Coney Island Sword Swallower. That's right, and the label's torn. Forgive me, I didn't notice that when I grabbed it the other day. But this is Sword Swallower, and it says IPA style brewed with lager yeast. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, this is Lager Freaks and Beer Geeks, the Schmaltz Brewing Company. Unveils a stunning spectacle, the delicate balance of 8 hops gracefully thrust into the inner sanctum of 4 luscious malts, astonishing in depth, dazzling in mouthfeel, a scintillating brewing performance. Okay, cool. So yeah, again, anything that says IPA style, it's basically a hoppy lager from how they describe it, and that's fine with me. Anything that says IPA style and hoppy is something I grab off the shelf. And here it says 7.2 alcohol by volume. Now, the Schmaltz Brewing Company, if I'm not mistaken, they don't have any breweries themselves. They contract brew everything out. But Schmaltz is responsible for the Hebrew beers. Hebrew, yeah. If you've seen those in the stores, they have a line of about 5 or 6 beers under the Hebrew name. And then there's about 5 or 6, I guess, under the Coney Island name. So, Schmaltz Brewing. I've never had anything from them from either line, so this will be interesting. And again, it's a hoppy lager, so how can you go wrong, right? Punching it up on Beer Advocate real quick. Coney Island Sword Swallower. Out of 170 reviews, it gets a B overall. Not too shabby. On here, it's categorized as an American Pale Lager. I don't know if I'd go with that. And it says 6.8% alcohol by volume on here. Again, Beer Advocate might be off because it's 7.2 on the bottle. I trust the bottle more than I trust the website. On top it says a dry hopped IPA style recipe brewed with lager yeast. Alrighty, so not much more to say. We got my Tequesta Brewing Company Pilsner glass here, the Chancellor. Ooh, that's starting to wash off. I gotta be careful when I wash this thing. Shit. This is courtesy of my buddy Howard. I still haven't had any beers from Tequesta Brewing, but I plan to at some point. Anyways, and you know what, let me show you this real quick. I don't know if you can see that, the cap with a little crazy grinning carnival face guy thing on there, but the Coney Island cap is really cool. That's going on the fridge. So we'll break out the little lighter, pop it off. Smoky beer. Oh, Joe D would love that beer. That thing is smoky. Wow. Anyway, smoky beer, unscathed cap. Let's get right to this. And yeah, I never wanted to try any of the Hebrew beers, even though some of the beers sounded interesting. I'm not a fan of gimmicks, and the whole Hebrew idea, just I don't know. I couldn't get behind it. But when I saw IPA style lager, I just said, hey. Plus the bomber was one like $4.99. So here we go. Remember, this is a lager, and it's a very nice color. Kind of a light orange amber kind of color. Nice golden color, really. Slightly dark gold. Yeah, okay. The head's frothy. Dense. Not a lot of pop fizz going on. And it smells like hops. Definitely it's an earthy hop presence. more earthy than anything else. Earthy, a little herbally, a little lemongrass. Not a lot of citrus in there, unless you count the lemon. Don't really get any pine, just earthy, lemongrassy kind of goodness. Hint of malt back there too. A little bit of sweetness. Yeah, it smells good though. It smells good. And it doesn't have that really strong, typical lagery kind of smell to it. So, okay. Bit of a haze to it, but you can see through it. So yeah. Alright, so far so good. Let me just drink the damn thing. Me like it. Resonance. There is. It's not like one of those super IPA, Sierra Torpedo, Dogfish kind of resinous pine resin in the back. It's like a grassy resinous, but it still kind of has that hoppy resinous bite to it on the finish. It's dry. You can tell it's dry hop, definitely. It's dry, it's resinous, it's grassy, it's tasty, it's hoppy. I like it. Not much else to say there. I wouldn't call this a very robust beer. It has a subtle malt backbone, not a lot of malt flavors. It's just sturdy all the way across. It's more hops than anything. And if you're gonna relate it to an IPA, relate it more to an East Coast IPA, there is a bit of piney resinousness to it. Resinousness, I guess, yeah, sure. There is something in there, and I can't put my finger, but kind of like the malt and hop resin combination does remind me of 60 Minute. It's along the lines of an East Coast IPA, but it's very crisp. It's very crisp. It has that crisper, sharper lager characteristic to it. So with all that said, let me just finish up and get out of here, man. Glass full. For just a hoppy lager, for something different, for something with a kooky label and a cool cap and the whole presentation of it, this is a good beer. This is a lager that I would absolutely have no problems having again. Okay, so I don't know what brewery this was actually brewed at, but to the folks at the Schmaltz, good job. Whoever came up with the recipe did real good on that one. This is tasty and hoppy. If you like IPAs, if you like hoppy beers, check this one out. You won't be disappointed. If you like a good hoppy Pilsner or an Imperial Pilsner, this is also in that ballpark. Yeah, definitely. All right, I'm out of here. I don't know if there's more footage coming. There might be. Stay tuned. You'll know. You'll know. So, with that said, as far as the beer review, this is good, and I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers, and remember, Hoggie's Beer on Facebook and Twitter. Hit me up, share, comment, send it to people, post it on your blogs. Promote me, please. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, I said I'd throw in some footage about my leftover lunch. Well, here it is. Doesn't look pretty, does it? Now, that's what's left of my nachos with ground beef and a ground beef Mexican pizza from Padron Azteca. It's here in Hollywood. It's on Sheridan. It's a really, really good Mexican restaurant. Ground beef's a little salty, but not a bad place. The nachos are really good. But anyways, this was from the night before last. And this is what we require to make this come back to life. Need to add more cheese. Definitely need more shredded cheese. Gotta have just a little bit of new tortilla chips in there for the crunch, because those are soggy as shit. Need hot sauce. I love that Valentina. And of course, some sour cream. So let me get to this, and yeah, we'll see what it looks like in a second. And there we have it. Real simple. You put it on a plate, you nuke it, you put some shredded cheese on it, you nuke it again. I put some of my leftover crumbs, because that's all that's in that bag of the tortilla chips, just little shards and crumbs. But I layered those over there, because that'll give it crunch again, right? A little sour cream, a little hot sauce, done fucking deal. Got a beer, got some leftovers, got lunch. Enjoy. Laters. And just in case anybody's wondering, I only do this because people seem to enjoy my little cooking videos and food videos. So here you go, guys. This is for everybody who wanted to see what Hoggie's eating. There you go. All right, guys. Laters.